is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, and Shannon Gross.
Hirings, firings, and Titans, oh my. Woo, it's been a busy week around the Star, man.
You still got a job, right?
Hell, your job's in jeopardy, Kurt.
No, it always is.
Get you on out of here.
Come on now.
Wow.
Come on now.
Wow, man. What brought that on,
He's been trying to get rid of me for years.
Nate,
now.
I brought you a... I'll give it to you later.
What brought that on against Kurt, man?
I don't know. One of you had to go. I ain't getting rid of you. You're the only talent on the show. Man, I tell you what.
Let's get rid of the voice.
What's the voice?
What's the
man?
Oh, Douglas?
Yeah.
Somebody's got to put us on the air.
Mysterious man behind the wall.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Oh, well, fellas.
Can you hear me? Okay, there I can hear myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear
I
myself.
feel naked today, by the way.
Oh, you
You
forgot
look
your
sharp.
little...
I forgot my pocket square.
Oh, my goodness. What are we doing now?
I don't
Come
know.
on.
I got out of the car today, and I was like, man.
We lose offensive line coach, and you lose the pocket.
Oh, man.
Going down the drain around here.
What were you, it went down about the time we were getting off the air yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
actually
not long after.
Broke the story on DallasCowboys.com. Nick Eatman, the resident sleuth. By the way, tonight, if you just can't get enough of us from 12:30 to 1:30, tonight on the happy hour, I will be joined by Kurt Daniels,
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nick Eatman,
Yes, sir.
Lindsey Cash Draper, and Nate Newton.
All right.
So it's basically hanging with the boys and another boy and a girl
Yeah.
I like it.
out here. And it's going to be crazy busy because the wind is blowing about 20 miles an hour today, so they moved it inside. So we're going to be in Ford Center on the field.
Oh, we are. So I hadn't heard
I think
that.
it's on the field. It's in Ford Center. I know that.
I thought it was Omni or whatever.
Nope, we moved it.
Okay.
And then for Cowboys, I just went blank. What's the
Cowboys
name?
Hour?
Yeah, Cowboys Hour. Taylor Stern, Brad Sham have Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott on their show right after us. And then right after that, they have movie night here at the Star. So action-packed
Which movie?
day, and I'm looking for it, and I don't see
It's
it.
Coco, I think. It's
Yeah,
kids movie.
animated movie.
Let me say this, man. Come get warmed up with
us.
with the happy hour. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how much spirits will be flowing around in the Ford Center, but
Probably none. Disappointing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still drying out. I'm still detoxing. But come check it out. 5 to 6 is us. 6 to 7 is Dak and Zeke and Taylor and Brad. And then 7, I think 15 or so is Coco.
Awesome.
Yes.
Big
check it
night.
out.
Big
All
night.
right. Now that that's out of the way. Who else we firing? Who else we getting rid of? What'd you guys think? First off, what'd you think?
I was initially surprised just that a move like this happened in the
Middle of the season? Especially at a position like that. What'd you think, Nate, as a former offensive lineman? Surprise you? No?
No.
I mean, I know for me to say I knew this was coming is not right. But when it happened, it was like,
Did it bother you?
not at all.
I don't think it bothered me either, but the surprise came that it happened now, I guess.
Yeah, you know, it just caught you a little off guard, I think, because once you thought about it, then you're like, because, you know, the players were not playing particularly good. You know, the Washington game just, I think, really brought it to the forefront, just speeded up everything. And the way people looked at this offensive line, and you guys heard me repeat over and over and over, you mean to tell me just change of the center and a left guard, even though they are not playing as bad as people would think. And but man, the whole offensive line can't get played bad against Washington.
Well, you heard them. You heard players repeatedly say, you know, they're a different team on the road because the communication's not there. Does the offensive line coach, does he help them determine who's making what blocking scheme calls and all
Oh
of
yeah,
that?
he part of the packages. Now he helps put the packages in because the offensive coordinator give him protections, the plays and the protections that go along with the run play and the pass play, and he lines them up to see how they fit, and then they watching for the blitzes and the possible things that can happen, how they gonna block things, and what the responsibilities is. So he helps put everything together now. Ain't too many offensive line coaches are gonna just let an offensive coordinator say, well, hey, this the package, fit it.
Yeah.
If he got some concerns, he gonna go to this. Hey, now this right here, I understand, the basics of it, but this won't get everybody blocked if they do this and this,
Yeah, so he's a part of that process. So that kind of, that's the one consistent thing that we've heard players say out loud is it starts with, communication. We've heard Nate say on the show, communication starts up front, starts with your offensive line.
Zach Martin had mentioned that. He needed better communication.
So
yeah.
You like the move?
I do like the move, yeah. My question for you all is what changes now? How does this, other than just having a new guy in
So they're
there,
sliding, in case you've been living under a rock, they're sliding Mark Colombo, which has been a part of the team for, 3 years now, 4 years? It's kind of started off, I guess, as their internship program, has worked his way into assistant offensive line coach. Is that what he currently is?
Right.
And then they're bringing on, as a consultant, Hudson Houck. That's been around forever.
Tell me this: do you really like to hit people?
Coach me.
Coached you back in the day. So is he still relevant? Why would they bring him in a supporting role?
Because he is relevant. You said the right word. He still trains guys. Agents will bring guys to him. Coach is a great technician, and he believes in leverage. He believes in football leverage, and a lot of things. A lot of times, that's what happens. It's called positional leverage, and it's called physical leverage. And physical leverage is more to the run blocking, and positional leverage is more for the passing. But he believes in leverage, hand placement, nice feet, getting it right, and continue to go over it every week to get it right, to make sure you're right. He's stubborn in that way. So I think they'll benefit in Coach Colombo, man. What I think he brings to this is he got a grittiness. I mean, he was a top 10 pick coming out of Boston College, and he struggled in the league. But his grittiness, his toughness, his ability to study players kept him in the league a long time. Mm-hmm. So
I like
if he can translate some of that to his players,
Yeah. I like him just a little bit. That just from knowing him around the building and training camp and being around him, I like his attitude. He's always kind of got a positive attitude. He's as far as a person, he's always speaks to everybody. I like him as a person. Now I'm interested to see how that translates to the field. But
yeah, I guess my concern now is last year they did so well under the old Frank, whatever, the old coach, and they brought in the new guy who changed techniques and did all this stuff, and it just obviously wasn't a good fit. Well, now you're bringing in somebody else. Are they going back to what they did last year, or is Colombo going to have his own set of techniques? And
see, the only thing that is new, is the left guard. All of these guys and the techniques, that's what they've been doing for the last 2.5 years.
So they're going to go back to what they were doing. We're not necessarily learning a whole new system.
No, it's something that you already know. And
if that's the case, I'm good with that, because it was like going into this season, it wasn't broke. Why did you try to make it better when obviously they've regressed a little bit, and there's only one thing that's changed, and that's your left guard and your
center and the offensive line coach.
Right.
The thing that's amazing here is still the players have to play. Mm-hmm. And now mentally, can they play with a greater ease when they come to the sideline? Well, they not only be battling their own physical and mental demons. Now some of that can be put at ease because you're on the same page. The coach know what you feeling, and you feeling the same thing he's feeling. I guess the communication will be better. I guess it still come down to can the players play? Are they willing to improve? What are you doing besides, okay, you don't like the technique, but that's the technique that you been taught the whole off season and going into training camp. I'm gonna tell you, And see, this is the big issue is Collins, the guy we saw at the end of last year? Is Collins the guy that we've been seeing here the last 2 or 3 weeks? We'll find out in the next 2 or 3 weeks because a lot of decisions got to be made based on the fact that we don't have a number 1 pick, but like I was telling you guys last week, we talking about we need receivers, but the way our offensive line been playing, you sure, man, I need another offensive lineman? So I think what they doing is, like we talked at the lunch table, is they trying to fix one thing at a time. Instead of, 2 weeks ago, like, man, there's so many things broke, what do you fix? Well, they found and said, okay, we're going to fix this wide receiver. Or we're going to give it a great shot at fixing it at wide receiver. Okay, what's the offensive line issues? Okay, we got the guys we dealt. Ain't nobody out there we can go get that's worthy of us giving up another first-round pick. So let's change the offensive line coach. So they trying to fix things as they go on the fly during the season.
Do you think this is the only change we'll see this year? Do you think it's like, okay, we're changing the things that we think are going to make a difference without giving up on the season? Because I think if you make other wholesale changes or other changes at key positions, you're basically going, we're in the middle of our season.
Right.
Are these the changes that they made knowing, okay, we think if we fix this, it's not a huge change. We fix this, it's not a huge change, but could make a huge difference? Or do you think that this is putting people on notice and going, hey, we think these were the issues. We're, like Nate said, fixing them one by one.
Yeah.
Who's next?
It definitely puts more pressure on Jason and Linehan and Dak. I mean, they're taking steps to fix things and saying, okay, now you have a number 1 wide receiver. Now you have a better offensive line. You have to take the next step to use these guys and produce.
I just believe, and Douglas brought this up, man, and I said it a week or so ago, is wholesale changes a year ago with our secondary. Wholesale changes with the wide receivers this offseason. Wholesale changes with the coaching staff this offseason. And maybe I'm saying the wrong thing, but you really thought we were supposed to be successful? See, that's once I kind of realized that, I'm kind of saying, slow down, Nate. You talking about 10 wins, 11 wins. It's teams that's been intact for 2 years, that's going to have a better record than us just because they've been intact. They know their players. They know who they are. Mm-hmm. We don't know who we are. I mean, we think we do. I mean, but you got a whole different, wide receiver coach with 3 new players that is prominent in our passing game. You got a new offensive line coach, not another new offensive line coach, with a new left guard and a new center. So
if nothing else, as a fan, be happy that you have an owner that's actually going and making changes. It's not just sitting there.
Asking this coach to help him make these changes, because, if they doing this thing like they say they are by committee, Mr. Jones, I'm talking about Stephen Jones, and Jason was like, nah, Daddy, we don't need to do this. Mm-hmm. And Daddy had to pull a power play. We don't know what went on behind the closed doors, but, how long did it take Jason Garrett, Coach Garrett, to say, hey, man, our offensive line is better than this? Mm-hmm. See, one thing, I fought with Mickey and I fought with Broadus. No, it ain't the offensive line. We are better than that. You ain't telling me just because we got 2 new guys, we and then the Redskin game sealed the faith. For me, I'm like, when I was leaving the place, my wife said, what's wrong? I was quiet, just driving home. I called her, and I was just driving home. She said, what's wrong? I said, baby, I can't win this one. She said, what you mean? I said, the offensive line is terrible. I couldn't win it, because we were below average. We were, against the Redskins, we were below average.
Yeah.
I figure if you have an average offensive line in the NFL, in today's NFL, the way the passing game works, if you have an average offensive line and they can just run the ball just good enough, you ain't got to have no 100-yard rush. If you can just run the ball 20 times, 25 times to keep the defense honest, and you can throw that ball, you can win some games. You're going to be in every game. And our offensive line, for the first time in a long time, not even against the Panthers was it like this.
Right.
Where you couldn't see no light.
I was surprised looking at some stats. Football Outsiders is another website that does a lot of metric stuff. And by their stats, Dallas had the 13th ranked run blocking offensive line, 27th in pass blocking.
Yeah.
Which I was shocked by that.
If you're Colombo, is it as simple as you come in and you say, okay, let's get back to the basics. What are you comfortable doing? Okay, let's work on that. Is it that? To me, it's that simple. It's play into their strengths individually.
Yeah, and it's that simple over a 2 or 3 week period. Yes, of him doing that like you just did, and he come in every day saying what you just did.
I mean, that was a big part of this change, don't you think? The players themselves didn't buy into Alexander.
That's right.
Because he even said that some guys have picked up the techniques, some guys are taking longer, some guys aren't even doing it. So I think that, to me, showed that this move came from within. I mean, these players obviously didn't respond to him, so that they had to make a move.
And if you're making this move in the middle of the season, like, I don't think you can overcomplicate it and try to teach a whole new technique. Or what are you comfortable doing? Because, like you said, it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks to get back.
But see what he just said. He say some guys is taking to it. I mean, one. Some guys are doing it sometime.
Probably
I mean,
the rookie
2 or 3.
Rookie who didn't know what to do.
And some guys ain't even doing it. Tyrone, the president, they ain't even doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, and they didn't say this, but I'm saying, you just gave me $16 million. I ain't digging that. I'm doing it the way I know how to do it. I'm out here on this left.
Pro Bowler.
Yeah, I'm out here on this left tackle. I'm finna see $12 million this year. Dog, I've been struggling. I don't need what you got. I'm just being honest as a player.
Yeah.
Especially a player that's secure in his position. Hey, I am a second round pick out of Texas. Now, Coach, how did you want me to do this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They've got to go back to what they were doing then, because they can't. A whole new set of techniques just going to run.
You don't have enough season left to do that.
No. Colombo and but I'm gonna tell you something.
Can you salvage this season from an offensive line perspective?
Yeah, because I believe that just having a receiver and getting that ball out of your hands, man. How many weeks have you heard me come in and just say every Monday and Tuesday?
What week is this?
Throw the ball.
Is this
get that ball out of your hands?
Is this week 8? So
yeah,
probably six of the last.
Our quarterback, and I understand, man. I understand. You progressive. You buy the insurance. You buy taking care of the ball. I understand. You got a policy on the ball, but you got to turn it loose. You got to throw it. You got to get that ball out of your hands.
Uh-oh. Sports alert update. Trade alert. Eagles just acquired Golden Tate from the Lions for a 3rd-round pick.
No. You joking.
Nope.
You are joking.
I just got an alert.
Brother, you are joking.
Nope. 3rd rounder, Golden Tate. That means Sean Lee gets to face him twice a season now.
Yeah.
And that's the way Sean Lee's going to look at it, too.
You're true. He still owes him one or two, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what. Reginald, hang in there.
You joking, man.
I'm not joking.
No,
let's take a break.
too.
When we come back, we still have to get to a Blake Jarwin interview next segment where Kurt just went right at his throat.
No, our new starting tight end.
Right at his throat, true. So we'll have that for you. We'll talk a little bit more.
Man, you joking, man. I can't find out.
A little more coaching. Pull it up while we're in the break.
Yeah.
A little more about coaching changes. What does this say for the direction of this team, and how does this all fit together on...
They got Golden Tate for a 3rd-round pick.
Yes, sir, on Hanging with the Boys.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Playmaker, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The Playmaker includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized Intense Therapy lip balm and a Cowboys can cooler. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word Cowboys. The Jack Black Playmaker, $10, free shipping.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with sideline access and photo ops with current players, alumni, and cheerleaders. That's not all, though. You'll get to talk X's and O's with Senior Director of Player Personnel Will McClay, and of course with yours truly, me, Brian Broaddus. You can trust the official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, and with us, you'll travel like a pro. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
While a player could look good on paper, it's when he's out on the field that you really find out what he's made of. That's why the Cowboys rely on more than just stats and scouting reports when building their team. When picking a tractor, it's why you should rely on more than just specs and features. You've got to take it out and put it to the test. The Cowboys did when they named John Deere their official tractor. Experience one for yourself. Visit myjohndeeredealer.com/football.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Back. Hanging with the boys. Kurt.
In football, the quickest plays mixed with some good old-fashioned ingenuity are the key to winning. Kind of like Tommy John's horizontal quick draw fly. It's the most intuitive, simple, and speedy feature that other underwear brands just don't have. Shop exclusive Cowboys underwear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys.
Nate, I know you're upset right now.
He looks depressed over there.
But I got you a Jack Black lip balm because you've always been asking, what is a full-size lip balm? I don't know if this is full size or not. It's 7 grams, but it is a lip balm. It is Intense Therapy lip balm, skin protectant and broad spectrum sunscreen. It's natural mint and shea butter. Here.
Thank you, brother.
You're welcome. Maybe that'll ease your pain a little bit. Why are you so upset about that trade, Nate?
Man, Golden Tate is cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
Golden Tate is fiery. Golden Tate leads by example, and he leads by the locker room. And I don't know why Detroit got rid of him. I hope it ain't nothing bad. I hope that him and the coach can get along. But for a third-round pick, they let go a cold-blooded dude, man. What is his numbers, man? I mean, he a cold-blooded dude, man. And like I said, I don't know the locker room dynamics, but the field dynamics,
He's been there a while too.
But 3-4 years in Detroit.
Detroit, he's been there this was his 5th year.
5th year, and then he was at Seattle before that?
Seattle 4 years before that. Mm-hmm. So he had 44 catches for 517 yards, 3 touchdowns.
This year?
This year. Coming off back-to-back. He's got 1,000 yards in 3 of the last 4.
Wow.
That dude a baller, man.
Yeah.
That dude a baller.
And now he's smack dab in your division on a team that you've got to still play twice this year.
And I promise you, it ain't going to take no whole season for him to get up to speed either. I promise you.
Yeah. Let's hope our guy can get up to speed faster than their guy.
Yeah. Doesn't it say something maybe, though, about the Cowboys and the Eagles, where the Eagles gave up a third for their new receiver? Like they feel like maybe they're one guy away from going back to Super Bowl this year, where the Cowboys took a younger guy, gave up more. Maybe they're building for the future.
Yes, sir. I'm with you 100%, Kurt. Man, I need to just put this lip balm all over my body. Dog, you need to bring in a gallon where I can just soak my body off.
Maybe tomorrow. Eat one of those cookies, you'll feel better. Reginald in Arkansas, what's up? Thanks for holding on, man. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, no problem. I enjoy you guys. You all are the best show. I'm a longtime Cowboy fan from Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, all the way up to now. It's been a little drought, but still, I'm always going to be a fan. But I have to say that you all definitely have the best show. Now, to jump rails just a little bit, I will have one request. Can you all please speak to the powers that be and see if we can do a Deep Blue special on Eric Williams?
All right.
You know what? We've actually approached that subject and reached out to him, and I think at this time he's not interested in doing it.
He's going through something with his son, so he's not going to do it right now.
Disappointing because for nothing else, I would just love to see all the clips and highlights of him destroying people on the line. Speaking of offensive lines.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep trying to make it happen. Though.
Hey, who are we talking to, man?
This is Reginald.
Reginald, do you have a radio show? Because your voice is so unique.
I do voiceover work, but I don't have a radio show.
Okay, all right.
Oh man, so
hey, what do you think about Golden Tate?
Yeah,
I think that I'm a little depressed. It seems like everyone's against the Cowboys. People can make trades.
Thank you. Go down with that.
And but when it comes to the Cowboys, we have to pay premium for players. So I don't know. It just seems like a conspiracy going on.
Let me ask you this. Would you have rather had Amari Cooper for a first rounder or Golden Tate for a third rounder?
Golden Tate for a third.
I'm telling you, man,
Eagles were willing to give a 2 for Amari Cooper.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And everybody else would give a 2 for the kid in Seattle, and we had to give up a 1.
We had to give up a 1. Not cool.
Hey, Reginald, what part of Arkansas are you from?
I'm from Little Rock.
Okay. All right. I've been to the Rock several times. Yeah. It's always good to hear from a fellow Southerner.
I've been to the Rock, too, and escaped.
Yeah. You did? We appreciate the call, Reginald.
Okay.
Call us back sometime, man.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
See,
all right, Kurt,
he picked my mind on that
hang
one, bro.
On, Kurt.
Yeah.
Cooper for a 1, Tate for a 3.
Cooper for a 1 because I don't feel like we're one guy away from a Super Bowl.
Boy, his logic is great.
So you're building for the future.
For the future.
You ever seen the movie with iRobot?
Mm-hmm.
You see, your logic is sound, but they still poisoned and killed him. You know what I'm saying? They still stuck it in and killed.
Douglas, what you like?
Man, as of today, I'm leaning towards Cooper because of his age.
Mm-hmm. Ask again in 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, this could blow up.
Wow!
I mean, I hope not. I want Cooper to be the real deal. I've had him on my fantasy team when he's healthy. He produces. But I don't like Golden Tate. I could care less. And I know Nate respects him.
Well, what is it that you don't like about Tate, man? Tell me what you don't like about him.
Well, he's already been in the league 9 years.
But I'm saying
a Band-Aid.
1 year, 1 or 2 years.
He's actually in the last year of his contract. He's a free agent after this year.
That's why they let
him go, huh?
Brother, how old is he?
30.
He is a slot extraordinary, and he can play outside. And I'm with you. He's older, but boy, Douglas. Now, probably the Cowboys would have tried to give him their 1 or the 2.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Tell you what, let's go to this Blake Jarwin interview, and that way when we come back, we'll have the rest of the show to talk more about this Cooper. Letting this coach go.
I ain't gonna be able to talk about Blake, man.
We'll let Nate recover. This will give him a good solid 10 minutes to cool down and watch this interview. And just wait till you hear the venom in our usually mild-mannered co-host that really doesn't have a harsh word to say about anybody.
Keep in mind, when Reginald asked to pass along information to the powers that be, Kurt answered.
Wow.
So we may have some powers that be.
No.
He did answer. That's
he
true.
just stepped right in on that one.
So, is he going to break down and say, Mrs. Hearn?
Yeah. That's what it is.
For those of you guys for those of y'all that listen that do not know, Kurt became a drop on one of our local radio stations.
They're not playing that ever, though.
Actually, our sister or our partner station, 105.3 The Fan, cut that part out where Kurt goes, Mrs. Hearns? And played it several times.
Hey, I was scared. I'll tell you that.
So that last week was almost as uncomfortable as Kurt going after Blake Jarwin. It's a little ways into the interview, but we're just going to
stick with us.
Take the headphones off. We're going to sit back and watch this, go to break, and then we'll come back about let Kurt defend himself and see exactly what his motives were behind this. All right, here at the Star with Blake Jarwin, tight end. How's it going, Blake?
It's going good.
Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
Hold on, man. Everybody point at the camera. Yeah. Okay. All right.
There we go. Now we're ready.
Now we're awake. All right, we're awake now. So tell us where you're from. Where'd you go to high school? Where'd you go to college? And how long you been here?
Yeah, I'm from Tuttle, Oklahoma. small town in Oklahoma. We were 3A football, so I grew up
nowhere,
actually.
Huh?
Oh yeah, middle of nowhere. Kind of Norman area actually a little bit, but played offensive tackle growing up. That's what 3A football is like in Oklahoma. About 6'4", 200 pounds playing tackle, but ended up walking on at Oklahoma State and couldn't play tackle anymore, so moved to wide receiver and kind of started there, and then gained a few pounds and moved over to tight end, and here we are.
Yeah. Where'd you go to college?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Okay.
So I got to ask. I was looking a little bit at Tuttle High School. You were a big guy. You're a big dude. Tuttle is a wrestling powerhouse, it looks like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've won
a little pressure to wrestle there.
No, I don't think I had the body type for wrestling. I had a few buddies, and they're dogs, but no, yeah, I think they've won like 10, 11, 12 straight.
Wow,
it's incredible. Yeah, they're a powerhouse for sure.
Oklahoma State's a big wrestling school too, right? That's where Johnny Hendricks went. And, yeah.
Cormier.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize he went there.
You say Jimmy Hendricks?
No, Johnny Hendricks.
Okay, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Okay.
UFC guy.
Okay.
Jimmy's the left-handed guitarist. Yeah. So are you big UFC fan?
Yeah. I just was informed that Cormier is about to go for another fight here pretty soon.
Yeah, with the Beast.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
Black Beast.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember who it was.
The what?
Yeah, that's his nickname. He struggled in his last fight. He almost got knocked out, but now he's fighting for the belt. He's fighting Daniel Cormier, so it should be a good fight.
Did you get to meet McGregor then when he was here?
No, I didn't. I had just talked to Swaim, and he's like, "Oh man, I just met McGregor." I was like, "What?" I didn't even know it until after that, and by that time, he was swarmed, and I couldn't get over there. But it was pretty cool for him to be around like that.
That was the craziest pregame scene I think I've ever seen.
I know.
It was pretty nuts. So, what kind of things are you into? Like UFC? What do you do in your downtime?
Yeah. Well, I just recently bought Call of Duty, so that's taken up my last few days.
That's a video game, Nate.
No, go ahead on. Finish off.
Yeah. And Dalton Schultz actually a big gamer, and he gave me a headset. So now I'm like really into it. It's got the Dolby surround sound in my head and everything like that. So that's been kind of what I've been doing lately.
Okay, and you did hit that leg me right. So where do you rank in this place, Cowboy world, in the video world? What's your best, what you like, and where do you rank as a player?
Like video, rank in our locker room? Or
locker room, out in the state, whatever.
I'll tell you what, when I used to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 back in my high school days, I could have competed with the best of the best. I had like 60 days of playing time, like in the game and all that. So I could have went, but ever since then, I've realized I did have a problem that needed to be solved. And so I've stopped playing so much, and now, I play a few matches here and there, but, nothing too crazy. I don't let myself kind of get into that.
So Call of Duty is the only thing you do?
Yeah, for the most part. I'll play some 2K, but, I don't play enough to really be good at it. So
okay.
Call of Duty is really where I've had my fame in the gaming world.
Yeah. Have you done any? Jerry owns a e-game esports team. Have you done anything with them yet? Complexity?
No. Like I just don't like to get myself so attached to stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'll just never let it go.
I have a very addictive personality, and if I get into something for about 6 months, like I'm all in, and it consumes my life.
Absolutely.
That's why I've never done drugs, Nate, because I know how much I like that Miller Lite, and if I ever found something that was better, it would be lights out. It'd be game over.
Hey, I got 2 more questions. I'm gonna get this one in before you get started, so I don't want to throw you off.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your love life like?
My love life? What?
That's his go-to. Do you play video games, and what's your love life like? I should have.
I needed a notebook. Yeah. I got a great girlfriend. She's actually still back at Oklahoma State. She keeps me in line. Yeah. Cool. She's actually coming down tonight, so she's gonna make me some dinner and help me kind of just chill before the game gets going.
Cool. Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out of.
I thought you said you had 2 more.
No, I'm waiting to the end for my last one.
Okay.
My last one.
Kurt?
You know Kurt?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't. He's still here. You wouldn't know because he doesn't speak, but he's still here.
Is there a story behind your? It's either what is it? High five. What's that say?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fly High Cade. I had a buddy who his little brother was involved in a bad accident. Passed away actually in an ATV accident a few years back, and so I told him I'd wear it to every game. And then Chris Jones handed me the other one a few weeks back for Georgia May, and so I've just I like to wear stuff like that and kind of honor people who are in trouble and need our prayers.
Oh, very cool, man.
Didn't mean to bring it down. I'm sorry.
No.
Nah.
Thanks, Kurt.
Hey.
So growing up in Oklahoma, who was your football team growing up?
I'll tell you what, so Jason White, Heisman winner of 03, I think. He played at University of Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he's from Tuttle, Oklahoma. And so growing up, Jason White's the guy. I'm a big OU fan. And I had a few, Division II offers coming out, and then I was like, man, I'd really like to just try to walk on to school. So I actually emailed OU and OSU, and OSU emailed me back. And at that moment, I was like, I'm going to go try it here, and even if it doesn't work out, I don't, at least they gave me that opportunity.
Yeah.
And so ever since then, I've been a Poke.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
What about pro? Did you have a favorite pro team growing up?
People hate me for this. I was a big Eagles fan during the McNabb era.
Oh.
Wow.
But free agency, I had the opportunity to choose.
Nate scooting away from you.
I had the opportunity to choose. Don't leave me between Dallas and Philly, and I actually decided that Dallas would be the better spot. So,
Really?
yeah.
Just because of the situation, or?
Yeah, and you don't really get that opportunity to learn from Jason Witten. A guy like that.
Yeah.
And so I figured, hey, I'll take every second I can get from him, and never looked back, never turned back, never regretted it.
Yeah. How are things? We don't talk much football around here, but how are things different now in the tight end room that he's gone?
Yeah, no much different. It's we kind of had to help each other out a lot. When Witten was around, he had so much knowledge and experience that he knew exactly what was going on at all times. And being such a young room, we kind of all have to talk about what's going on. And Jeff Swim's done a great job of leading the way, leading the pack, and Nussmeier's helped us out. He's got a great energy about himself, and really lifts us up as a group.
And hey, what do you think about Joe Looney and his look?
Joe Looney? Look at that. Man, he's the best looking guy on our team. Are you kidding me?
What is it? What makes him better looking? Is it the hair? Is it the physique? The beard?
Well, it's about everything. If you put it all together, this is what beauty looks like. Right here.
Look at that smile. He smiles with his eyes.
Yeah,
he doesn't even smile with his teeth.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
How you doing, Joe?
Hey, quick question. What's your nutrition like? What do you eat? I mean, you went from tackle to tight end.
Yeah, it's probably not exactly what it should be. I actually ordered an extra large Papa John's pizza last night.
I'm with you. I do the same thing.
But that's I was growing through college, and my strength coach pulled me over. He's like, man, I don't care what you eat during the day, but at night before you go to bed, order a Little Caesars or some kind of pizza and eat it all before you go to bed. He's like, I need you to eat anything. And that was when I was like 230, trying to get to 240. And so, I kind of still play with that a little bit and enjoy myself, have some pizza, some whatever else.
What are you at now?
About 250.
250? Is that where you should be?
I'll fluctuate as it gets colder. I'll probably gain a few more pounds, but that's really where I like to be. You can still run a little bit and get in there.
Put your winter weight on.
That's right. That's right. Got to keep warm.
Bulking season, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. What I just totally lost my question. Kurt, come on, jump in here. Help me out a little bit.
Watching you play out there, I mean, sometimes, I don't know how else to put it. It feels like you're snake bit sometimes. Like, do you feel like you're just ball ain't bouncing your way sometime, or bad luck or whatever? I mean, the other day you had that pass in your hands, got picked off. I mean, it's I don't know how to say it, but I think you're doing great. I'd love to see him throw the ball to you more. I don't know if I do that or not, but
don't say that too loud. Coach is walking by.
But I don't know. Does it ever feel like you're not getting all the opportunities?
No, I think that. I look at it all as a learning experience. Don't ever let yourself get down too far. Don't ever let yourself get too high. Stuff's gonna go wrong, but stuff's gonna go right. I think I've made huge strides in the blocking game. And now I just got to continue to work on my routes and my hands, and you can never get too good at your footwork. So, it's tough. I look at that stuff, and I know I can make those plays, and so I put it on me. They give me that opportunity. You got to take full advantage. So I'm going to keep working at it, and I'll make the next one.
What is the phrase or one word that describes you and this Dallas Cowboy team?
Oh, the way we work. I'd say work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that.
You stole that from Tyrone.
Did he say
he always used hashtag WORKK.
Oh,
no, but you can use it. He's on defense. You're on offense.
There we go.
That can be yours.
Yeah, I don't think anybody works like us in the National Football League. I think we come out and we have a great mindset as a team that we need to get better each week, and we push each other to do that.
All right, before we let you go, we play a little game. 5 questions.
Yes. 1
word answer as fast as you can. Don't put any thought into it. Just crank it out. Yeah. Okay. Favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
I shouldn't even ask that. Every single person has said that. Yeah. Dream car?
Oh, that's tough. Raptor.
Okay, cool. Right. I got one of those.
Yeah. Dream vacation spot?
Fiji.
Have you been?
No.
Are you going to go?
I want to go.
Yeah?
They've got those bungalows on the water, apparently.
With the glass bottoms and everything?
That'd be pretty cool.
What would be your last meal?
Double Eagle Del Frisco's steak.
Oh, yes,
Sure.
sir.
What kind of steak?
Ribeye.
Ribeye? How do you have it cooked?
Medium rare. The only way you can cook it.
Oh, it's just bleeding a little bit, right?
That's right.
What sides? That was like 20
Asparagus and, I don't know, potatoes.
Is it true that asparagus makes your pee smell funny?
I heard that's a genetic thing, and like 60% of the world has it. The other 40 don't.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
I'm going to have to research that.
I could be completely wrong.
And then one last question. Nate, you ask it.
No, I don't have it.
Kurt?
I don't have it.
Well, I don't know where you're going.
I'm just glad you came, brother.
You would think I was
Glad
hosting
you
this
came.
show by myself.
You are.
Hey, Blake,
Glad
thanks for
you
hanging out
came.
with us for a
Thank
few
you, man.
minutes.
Pleasure, guys. I
We'll
appreciate
be
it.
right back on Hanging with the Boys.
You're like me and you love... I mean, if you have a thing, then cutting the cord is scary. But then I found out I could switch to DirecTV Now and still get the live sports I love. No satellite needed, no bulky hardware, no annual contract, just...
Get the live sports you love. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. Visit DirecTVNow.com. DirecTV Now. More for your thing. That's our thing. Use code REALDEAL. Limited time. Price for little package. After 3 months, renews monthly at full price. Currently minimum $40 unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Cancel anytime. Content varies by package and may be limited. Restrictions apply.
It's time for tailgating with the OtterBox boys.
OtterBox, the overprotected phone case company?
Yep, and they've got an essential tool for your next tailgate party, the bear-resistant Venture Cooler.
Now wait. In all my tailgating days, I've never seen bears tackling brats on the blacktop.
And you never will, because a Venture Cooler with a locking kit is basically bear repellent.
Can't wait to try it out at my next tailgate.
That's been tailgating with the OtterBox boys. Visit OtterBox.com to learn more about their certified bear-resistant Venture Coolers.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Playmaker, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The Playmaker includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized Intense Therapy lip balm and a Cowboys can cooler. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word Cowboys. The Jack Black Playmaker, $10, free shipping.
Now's a good time to tell you that SeatGeek is the new source of tickets for all your football needs this season. SeatGeek makes managing tickets easy, whether it's buying or transferring to a friend. They even tell you the best deals for every game based on their deal score technology, which rates every seat on historical data, price, and location. Download the SeatGeek app on your phone and take $20 off your first purchase using code DALLAS at checkout. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
A man's Stetson doesn't just protect him from life's elements. It projects an unstoppable and legendary spirit, just like the men wearing silver and navy on the field every Sunday. Since 1865, Stetson hats are American-made with pride right here in Texas. They are still the official crown of all self-respecting Cowboys. And Stetson is proud to be on the field with America's team. Find Stetson hats in the Pro Shop or at Stetson.com today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Back hanging with the boys. Let's talk about that show again tonight. Cowboys Hour. Join Brad Sham and Taylor Stern and a different Cowboys player each week with the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons, live, normally from the Omni in Frisco. Tonight it's going to be in Ford Center. 6 p.m. Admission is completely free. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Cowboys Hour for details and scheduled guests. The guests tonight, Dak and Zeke.
Ezekiel 25:17.
So that means
Big
there will
time.
actually be some people that show up for our show just because they want to get there early for
All right.
Dak and Zeke.
Yeah.
And we will be there. All 3 of us, Lindsey Cash Draper, Nick Eatman.
I like it.
All right, Kurt. Why you tell that man he sucked?
I didn't tell
Why'd
him he
you ask
sucked.
him? Why did you
No.
ask him why he sucked so bad?
I wanted
And
to.
then the thing about it is, before you start, you asked him about the wristbands.
Well,
and
yeah.
that right there should have told you,
That
like,
was a
okay.
bear-
that should-
abort.
Yeah, abort.
Oh, that was
You
a
know,
bear
but,
trap
okay.
right there.
And so I said, nah.
Tell me about that wristband. Oh, yeah, it's about a kid that
I
passed away.
Jumped into a bear trap
Okay.
there. That was not good.
And then, so that should have alerted him, don't go with the snake bite. Don't.
I was trying to think up an. I was trying to
Shannon
keep
threw
it.
him a hot potato right there.
Well,
Kurt
yeah.
wasn't sitting there with a.
Oh, do not put this on me,
Yeah,
Douglas.
it's Shannon's
it on.
fault.
I'm not blaming you, but I am pointing out that in Kurt's defense, you just kind of turned and said, "Well, you have anything, Kurt?"
I was trying to keep it light and say, "Hey, because we've joked about he's snake bit."
I'm glad you didn't put me in it.
And he just had bad luck. And I got about halfway into the question, and I look over at Nate, and he's shifting his chairs like, "Oh boy, what's about to happen?" And I get to and I'm like, I don't know where I'm going with this. And halfway through, I'm like, I'm in trouble.
And you know what? What's messed up?
He answered it in a serious way,
Right.
and so it was awful. I apologize, Blake. It was a terrible question.
If it wasn't bad luck.
Tell you what, and what's bad is like normally I would have jumped in there and like helped
saved
out.
it, yeah.
you
But I was
left
just
me hanging.
Just go back and watch the video. I'm just like looking like, you know
that's
what? I want to see how he gets out of this
And I
because
didn't know how. I got halfway through, and I'm like, I'm screwed.
I knew it was sitting there with an asparagus question.
Oh,
he
yeah.
could have just asked it, but he didn't.
but I wanted to see how you got out of it because I knew what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Because we talk about it on the show. It's not like he's a bad player or anything like that. It's just
bad luck.
In
This
the wrong
kid
place at the wrong
you talking
time
about somebody
sometimes.
be trying hard to
Yes.
do right?
It's
It don't
awful.
I mean, he picks up a fumble, runs into the end zone or in the end zone, picks up a fumble like, oh, no touchdown.
Yeah, I know. Wrong place, wrong time. And we all have that friend that, always gets injured when you try to do something or is always falling down. And I knew exactly what you were doing, but I wanted to see you
You
get
know,
out
that's
of
kind of,
it.
you know what that was kind of like that kid that, man, that for the first time, he finna have a great Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden he comes out with a flu. You got to stay in the house and everybody outside.
If I'm not on this interview next week, folks, you know why. They kicked me off.
No, you're on it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my darndest to every week get you in a situation like that's uncomfortable.
No.
I am going to totally do that.
Oh, he's a kid.
If
it weren't for bad luck.
Oh, well, good job, Kurt.
Thanks. Yeah,
Now
great
on,
job.
When they throw it to you,
just say,
make them defend T-Rex.
You know what?
exactly.
Say, why T-Rex?
You know what it should be? Every time we throw it to you, you just go, does asparagus make your pee smell funny?
That's it. I need a go-to question. Asparagus pea. That'd be
And
great.
Jarwin was a freaking authority.
Right. Look that up. Is
Jarwin said, man, hey, that's only 40% of the
right. Is pea and your asparagus hereditary? Pea smell. Weird smell. Look that up. Okay, let's go. Let's get this back on the track.
Why would you give him that?
That's a statistic.
Don't do that.
He's
No.
a statistic guy.
Oh my God.
Blake Jarwin
HR
said it.
checks my my search
Well,
record,
just make
you'll
sure
know.
you keep vegetables in there, and you'll be fine. Don't look here it is. Actually, he's got it. Hang on. Drum roll. All right, wait. WebMD. Bro, scroll back up. Scroll back up. WebMD. The headline. Why your pee smells funny after eating asparagus. There you go. It's a fact.
Fact, apparently.
What does it say?
It's totally normal. The effects of asparagus on urine odor has been observed for centuries.
There you go.
All right.
Centuries.
Okay,
That's
all right,
hundreds
all
of
right.
years to you listeners from
Between
Louisiana.
22 and 50% of the population report having this.
He was right. He said 40%. He's right on the money between 22 and 50.
What if 40% is just the percent that ever eat asparagus?
Maybe.
Might be.
You know what? The older I get, the more I'm actually enjoy asparagus.
Oh, yeah,
now.
it's
I used to
good.
hate it. Broccoli too.
You got to put some cheese on it for me.
I don't eat cheese. I love pizza, but I don't eat cheese. You didn't know this?
That's un-American.
You didn't know that?
He's from Louisiana.
Not American. All right, let's go back to the phones before we get out of here. Chris in Mississippi, thanks for holding me. What part of Mississippi are you from?
I'm from Macon, Mississippi.
Macon. All right.
Does Mississippi besides Tupelo have an original name that's not somebody's else?
Vicksburg.
Not that I know of.
Vicksburg.
No, Vicksburg is, Vicksburg is original. I ain't heard that nowhere else. But go ahead on, sir. We sorry.
Hey, man, I just wanted to have a few comments, and then I have a question for you. My first comment is, Nate Newton, this is an honor to actually get to talk to you. When I was a kid, I wanted to be just like Nate. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was a little boy, and this is an honor to actually get to talk to you. And even with all your troubles in life, I've been proud of you for standing up and taking the blame and becoming a better man because of the struggles that you had in life.
That's awesome, Chris.
Okay, the other questions, Chris?
The second comment is I'm proud of this show for not being negative Nancy's. I've actually deleted the Cowboys Break podcast off of my podcast because I don't even want to listen to them no more. I can't stand to listen to them.
Yeah, take that,
And
snake.
And the second, the other thing I want to say is I'm a diehard Mississippi State fan, and I want to caution some of these Cowboy fans and let them look back and realize Dak has never had a full number one receiver. I understand some people are going to say Dez Bryant, but Dez Bryant was on his way out in 2016, and look what he did when he did have a number one receiver. And, this Amari Cooper, for being an SEC fan, we used to call him Amari Terror because he used to wreak havoc on us at Mississippi State.
Yes, he did, man. Woo.
And I just want to tell everybody, keep your heads up. I'm proud of Jerry Jones for making this trade. This is a great trade, and I really think it's going to make everything better. And, people just need to look at it. Dak is careful with the ball because he's never had anybody that he could throw it to that he wouldn't think would drop it. I used to call Dez Butterfinger Bryant. That's what I used to call him, Dez Butterfinger Bryant, because he would drop balls that he was supposed to catch and then catch balls that he wasn't supposed to. So I really want to caution everybody, throw the optimism out there. We're going to go 9-1 from here out, or however many we got. We're going to lose one more game the whole way through, and we're going to win them out. We're going to win this division, and we're going at least 2 games deep in the playoffs.
Did you see the interview when Kurt told the dude he was snake bit?
Oh, you ain't got to bring this up to this man.
No, I hadn't seen it. I was actually driving. I wasn't watching.
All right.
I think it's kind of funny. And, Kurt, we're praying for you, and praying for all of y'all. And y'all keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to keep listening, and I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good day.
We appreciate it, Chris. Thank you, Chris, from Mississippi. That was a great call, man. That made me feel good.
Yeah?
Made me feel good as a human. It did.
You should.
Well, what are you if you're not human?
From Louisiana.
Feeling bad.
You really like to hit people?
We don't count, man. We don't count. That was a good call.
Hey, Douglas.
Uplifting.
Yes. Douglas, what are your thoughts on Snake Bit here? That's your new name, Snake Bit.
Me?
Yeah.
No, come on.
We got Snake,
and Snake Bite.
Kurt doesn't show up to work to throw softballs.
Okay.
Snake Bit. Bad luck because I got to deal with you two
to challenge his interviewees. And he did.
Oh, man. He sure did.
Team Kurt.
I'm gonna get Blake back on the show.
Thank you, Douglas.
So Kurt,
we're gonna get Alan Hearns and Blake.
Yes.
Run through the gauntlet there. Huh?
Yeah. I thought you didn't want to face the music with Alan Hearns.
No, I said no, because your job has always been to have great relationships with our players, and we can't stop having great relationships with our players. That's a no-no.
All right.
That is how our bread is buttered, whether it's positive or negative. That's how our bread is buttered, bro. And we all big enough in here to face the music.
All right, I'm gonna go try to talk to him this week. You coming in there with me, Kurt?
Sure.
You gonna hold my hand?
I'll go with you.
Yeah, just like you did last week when I said I was going to
turned
talk
around
to
and
him.
you were gone.
I turned around and you hauled ass out of the locker room.
I was talking to
He
Justin.
came back so quick and sat down. I was like,
No,
I looked at him
no. I'm talking to Justin. I see him walk out of the locker room. I turn around, he's gone. I went over and talked to
well, now hold on. Did you see him walk away and talk to Justin? You turned around and he was gone. Which one is it?
I was talking to Justin.
Okay.
He went that way out of the locker room.
Oh, okay. All right.
I turned around. He was gone. I went and talked to Joe. He was still gone. I said, "There's no point in me being here."
I walked around the corner for about less than a minute.
Whatever.
Because one of the players grabbed me and wanted to tell me something.
Right.
We walk around the corner by the equipment room, and I walk back around, and Kurt's gone.
No.
So I had to stand in there and wait for Alan by myself so I could tell him we met his mom on the show, and I wanted to try to get him on.
You were not there. I
to
thought
talk
you
about
bailed on me.
No, I would never bail on you. I'm a good teammate, unlike you.
Why?
He came back quick and said, "I said, what happened?" He he'll never say that. I'm like, okay.
Hey, Kurt, you're a cool guy too. You're kind of mellow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jay.
Jay, I'm glad somebody around here likes
Especially
me.
when he go,
I can't wait to get on the show with you two tonight.
Oh, all right. Before we get out of here, real quick, do you like the coaching change? Do you like the move?
Yes.
Yes. Do you think it's going to make a difference?
He don't like it, but he can accept it.
No, I like it. I think it's a good move.
You think it's a good move?
Yeah. Obviously, he wasn't working. The players obviously weren't responding to him. They needed to make the move.
Do you think we're going to see a difference
It's going to take a while, man.
The next 4 or 5 weeks.
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks. We don't want to take that long.
All right.
I think we will.
What about you, Nate? You like the move?
I can appreciate it. I really can. I'm with Kurt. I can really appreciate the move. Yeah, I just don't. You know, man. Something about getting fired make you squeamish.
Yeah.
Man. Ugh, I hate when people get fired, but I respect the move.
Douglas, last one. You like it?
Yeah, I trust that if you make a move like that in the middle of the season, it's because there's an issue. And I would also like to plug the next podcast coming up, Back to the Basics. Special guest, Brill Garrett.
Ooh,
nice.
Like it. Stay tuned. Where can people listen to that, Douglas?
Wherever awesome podcasts are sold. DC.com, the official Cowboys app.
Oh, my God.
Basics,
All right,
5 Points Blue website.
Yeah,
okay,
bye,
Doug. All right, Doug. Okay.
All right. Thanks for showing up, Kurt. Thanks for bringing it, Nate.
Snake!
Douglas,
What's up, Snake Bit?
Thanks for keeping us on the air. Kent, thanks for pushing all the buttons. Presley, thanks for keeping everything scheduled. We will see y'all tonight. Happy hour.
Snake Bit.
5 to 6 out here at the Star in Frisco, Ford Center. Be there. Come up and say hi.
Snake Bit.
See you tomorrow. Hanging with the boys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?